Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me here with another first impressions. I have quite a bit of them coming out this week, so hopefully you guys keep up with all these first impressions that I have for you guys. This one's going to be on Midnight Occult Civil Servants, I actually did like the first episode. Now, before I continue talking about it, I do want to say a few things about before starting my first impressions. One, if you have not done so, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button if you guys want to know when I go live, when I upload videos just like this one. Secondly, like I said, I am throwing a lot of first impression videos, but I have already let out about 5 or 6 of them, so go check those out in my channel. I have quite a bit of them already ready for you guys to watch. And then lastly, there is a spoiler alert just because I will talk about the first episode. So, this anime, I will say from the beginning, the impressions, at least the cover on Crunchyroll, was this is going to be the yaoi of the season, right? Again, this is Midnight Occult Silver Servants. Just a bunch of guys on the cover. I thought, okay, there's going to be one girl character with a bunch of guys. Not precisely. There's also no guy love. I guess you can say that. No bromances. I mean, I could be wrong, but the episode itself didn't really focus on the relationships of the guys among themselves, but to the work line. Now, the whole story, the whole episode starts with this guy going into a job that he's starting off, and it's a job that works at night, and he meets some characters that are basically his trainees or people that are above him, and they take him outside and say, okay, we usually work outside. We get to help civilians and stuff like that, and they keep him really in the dark, really, of what the job itself entails. At one point, they ask him if he believes in yokais, if he believes in angels and demons, and he says no. And so they're like, okay, well, we have to actually haze you and, make sure you're part of the team. So they take him to this park, and they say, look at this corner. They go into these bushes, and they say, look at there, there's a fairy there. He doesn't see it. They spray this chemical, apparently, that lets anyone see what's really there, and he's able to see this fairy. Right after that, his I guess supernatural eyes opened, and he's able to see all these different things around him. This big dog type of demon is right next to them, and he's able to see all these fairies and stuff like that. So, towards the middle of the episode, he finds what is an angel, and then another figure which I think is the equivalent to a demon, and they're speaking to each other very lovey-dovey, and obviously because they're from different races, their families are not going to accept it. And then at one point, the angel's sister and the demon's dad, they start fighting, and they get this big, they both get armies of angels and demons started fighting each other. Now again, they don't use the word demon, they use a different word. I didn't look that up right now for you guys, but it essentially is the opposite of what an angel would be. So they start fighting, and through all this, the other investigators, the senior investigators, are talking to the newbie and letting him know, okay, this usually does not happen, and we're here to basically control the fights between the supernatural races, but as well as them with humans. So they go out chasing them, and at one point, the newbie gets hurt, and the veterans, they start throwing grenades at these supernatural beings, even though the supernatural beings are apologizing and being careful, and hey, we didn't mean to hurt the human, let's help the human out. And these other senior civil workers are attacking them. So that immediately, as a viewer, makes you think, what the heck is going on? So what ends up happening, that whole problem is resolved, but the whole episode ends with we finding out that this guy, this newbie, is actually able to communicate with all these creatures, and it's an ability that none of them from the division have, at least so far. and or maybe someone else has it, but they haven't mentioned it yet. So he has a special ability of being able to talk verbally with the angels and the demons and the other people. They are able to see them, but to them it's like cats and dogs. They're just fighting. They don't really hear what they're talking. So that kind of explained that whole sense of them not being able to comprehend what was going on, which I was a bit confused of why they kept asking weird questions. So, anyways, great first episode. Not sure if I want to continue watching this one though. This is one that I'll be considering watching, but I still don't know. Out of 10 though, I would give this one a 7 out of 10. You know, I think this one has potential to be in maybe the top 5 of the season. Uh, don't quote me on that. I could be top 8, but it has potential. It does have a good story. It doesn't seem to lean on the typical, all male character, so we have to make it yaoi or whatever type of anime. So out of 10, I'll give this one a good rating. So guys, if you agree with my rating, let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other first impressions. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Again, if you have enjoyed this one, then give me some love by subscribing, liking, sharing, and all that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for your love, support, and like always, don't be strangers.